feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, no, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom. Like I'm Barry Sanders, chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah, in the feel like, yeah, all day like. All day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, no, I say you don't want problems.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready up. 52, right 52. I know he ain't got it. Watch time. Tight end rock.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Hey, foxtrot.
53 is the mark. Watch the pass. Here we go.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch the shit.
Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check 3. 25. Check 25. Check 25. No. Off. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Cheetah. Ready.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Where's 52? 7, let's go. 52's the mic. Bandit. 52. Let her. 52.
They'll drop the throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready. 15 lining. Let's go.
They'll run it with Mack. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marlon Mack, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Block now on 1st down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw it is Locke. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time.
218, jump. Tighten up. Switch. Watch safety creep. Who's your quarter? Safety's creeping. Ready.
They'll go for it. It's locked. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On second down, a run with Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to... And he is in! Touchdown, Kansas City! Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Flushed out right. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here we go. Set. 30 pace. Let's go. It's our time. It's our time. Mike 52. Mike 52. Let go. Man. They're not ready. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 6. At the 38.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Pull it together. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it. Fine.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. I'm coming.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, Alpha. 53. Mike. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Ready?
They do go for it. It's locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Ready, break. Check that with Mike 52 right here. 52. And watch the line. Let's go.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, we have you on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Mike, 55. Go! Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
53, check 53. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
They're going to try and throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Slam. You're out. Slam. Bang.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
He's brought down by Dion Jones.
80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
66. Bullet high. Check. 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 Hey, go.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
I'm coming. Ready, go.
Second down and inches. His throw incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Block 52. 52's the mic. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Lobos. Man, I got you. Flat.
They're going to look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That's trash. Ready.
Now back to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll set them back 5. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it here with Hunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Here we go.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On first down, here's Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Hey, C6, C6. 53 is the mark.
Block working out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they tried for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got the hook up to Lee. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Throwing now is Locke. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of excitement.
And a loose football. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. We don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jordan Jenkins came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2nd and 15. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. T.J. Hawkinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That's it, baby. We go work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
64. Hey, high 7. Hit it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Locke to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7. If we make 1 more play, could have had our shutout.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Okay, break. Mike 52. They're down. Wahoo.
They'll drop the throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
You got three down.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch left. Hey, Haywood. 3 down. Where's 52? Hey. 52's the mic. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Now.
One final try for Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders.